Good morning, dear students. Now we are here again for chapter 2, Mendelism, the work of great plant geneticist Gregor John Mendel. We are going to discuss here, who is now called as father of genetics. In the previous lectures, we completed some points from this chapter. Now, in this lecture, I am going to talk on dihybrid cross and law of independent assortment. So, up to this stage in the previous lectures, we studied the law of dominance. This law states that in crossing between pure or homozygous organisms for a pair of contrasting characters, only one character of the pairs appears in the F1 generation or first filial generations. So these are the conclusions made by the Mendel on his hybridization experiment on the pea plant. The first conclusion drawn is that in a monohybrid cross, only one character of the pairs appears in the F1 generation. So the character which get appeared, it is called as dominant character. The character which is not expressed remains unexpressed, it is called as recessive characters. So this is the first conclusion that has been shown in the form of law of dominance. So the dominant character completely masks the phenotypic expression of the recessive character. This is the complete dominance. Now the next point is the incomplete dominance. So in this case, what happened? The dominant character does not completely mask the phenotypic expression of the recessive character. So due to this, there occurs an intermediate phenotype in the heterozygote. So sometime in heterozygote, the dominant allele does not completely mask the phenotypic expression of the recessive allele, and there occurs an intermediate phenotype in the heterozygote. So this is called incomplete dominance. So this is the second one conclusion made after the law of dominance. So what is the conclusion in this case? This dominant allele does not completely mask the phenotypic expression of the recessive allele. So as a result of this, there is an intermediate phenotype has been occurred in the F1 hybrid or heterozygote. So for this, Mendel made a cross between red flowered pea plant and white flowered pea plant, and intermediate phenotype in F1 generation, that is pink flowered pea plant, has been obtained. So that we studied in the previous lecture. So this is the second conclusion. The third one conclusion regarding the purity of gamete has been made in the law of segregation. So what happened in this? The hybrid or heterozygote of F1 generation have two contrasting characters of dominant and recessive nature. So we say it is a F1 hybrid or heterozygote. It possesses both types of allele, dominant and recessive allele. These allele though remain together for a long time but do not contaminate or mix with each other. And these allele get separate during the formation of gametes. We call it as gametogenesis. So the each gamete receive only one allele of characters, either dominant or recessive. So that can be explained with the help of law of segregation. So law of dominance show that only one character appear in F1 generation. In incomplete dominance, there is dominant allele do not completely mask the phenotypic expression of the recessive allele. So due to this, an intermediate phenotype has been appeared. In law of segregation, these two dominant and recessive allele remain together for a long time in F1 heterozygote or hybrid but do not contaminate or mix with each other, and these allele get separate or segregate during the gamete formation. So after gamete formation, each gamete receive only one allele of characters, either dominant or recessive. So for the proper understanding of this, the Mendel made a cross between pure yellow seed and green seed parents, and as a result of this, it get F1 having yellow seed. So the F1 hybrid possesses both the dominant and recessive allele that we seen in this capital Y for dominant allele, small y for the recessive allele. These allele though remain together for long time but do not contaminate or mix with us. They separate or segregate at the time of gamete formation. So after gamete formation, each gamete receive only one allele of characters, so either dominant or recessive. This is the law of segregation that we seen in the previous lecture. Now in this lecture we are going to start dihybrid cross. So what is dihybrid cross? Di means two. A cross is made between the two pairs of contrasting characters or traits is known as dihybrid cross. For example, when a cross is made between the parent having a genotype capital Y, capital Y, capital R, capital R, the other parent having genotype small y, small y, small r, small r. So there are four alleles, or one can say there are two pairs of alleles that controls the two pairs of contrasting character. So such a cross that has been made for two pair of contrasting characters or traits, it is known as dihybrid cross. To understand this, we take an example. In one of the hybridization experiment, Mendel crossed a homozygous pea plant having yellow round seeds. So yellow, it is the cotyledon color, round, it is the seed form. So two characters are here, yellow, two characters are here, one is the cotyledon color and another one is the seed form. So Mendel crossed a homozygous pea plant having yellow round seeds with the homozygous pea plant having green wrinkled seed. So yellow, green, these are the two contrasting characters for cotyledon color. Round and wrinkled are the two contrasting characters of seed form. So here two pairs of contrasting characters are considered in a cross. Such cross is called as dihybrid cross. The F1 hybrids were found to have yellow round seeds, and when the F1 hybrids were crossed among themselves, they produce four types of seeds in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. That is 9 yellow round, 3 yellow wrinkled, 3 green round and 1 green wrinkled. So this is about the dihybrid cross. When a cross is made for two pairs of contrasting characters or traits, it is known as dihybrid cross. Here two characters are considered here. One is the cotyledon color, another one is the seed form. It having two pairs of contrasting characters. Pairs means two. Here are two pairs means how many characters are here? Four characters. One is the yellow, to the contrary it is green. The another one is the round, to the contrary it is wrinkled. So how many characters are here? Yellow, green, round, wrinkled, four characters. We say these are the two pairs of contrasting characters. So such type of cross is called as dihybrid cross, and the ratio of the dihybrid cross is 9:3:3:1. So this is the F2 phenotypic ratio that has been obtained by selfing the F1 hybrid. So when a cross is made between yellow and round seeded plant with green and wrinkled seeded plants, the F1 hybrid form having yellow and round seeds. So the genotype of the parent capital Y, capital Y, capital R cross with small y, small y, small r, small r. The gametes possesses two alleles, one for yellow color and another one for round form of the seed, capital Y, capital R. While in case of green wrinkled parent, two alleles, small y for the green, small r for the wrinkled seed. Okay, so the F1 hybrid formed by the union of these gametes during the process of fertilization having a genotype capital Y, small y, capital R, small r, and the phenotype is yellow round seed. When the F1 hybrid has been self, means this capital Y, small y, capital R, small r has been written two times. It is crossed with a capital Y, small y, capital R, small r. So we get the combinations of 16 individuals. So we get 16 individuals in the F2 generation in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. So this cross is called as dihybrid cross. A cross is made between the two pairs of the contrasting characters or traits is known as dihybrid cross. Now we are going to make another one law, law of independent assortment. When the parents differ from each other in two or more pairs of contrasting characters or factors, then the inheritance of one pair of characters or factors is independent to that of the other pair of characters or factors. So what happened here, when we made a dihybrid cross, at the time of gamete formation, the characters or the factors assorted independently, and the inheritance of one pair of character is independent to of the other pair of characters. So this is the law of independent assortment. These characters, they get assorted independently. The inheritance of one pair of character is not depend on the inheritance of the other pair of characters. So for example, the mechanism of independent assortment can be understood easily by assuming that homozygous pea plant has been crossed with homozygous pea plant with yellow round seeds has the allele capital Y and capital R for the yellow color and roundness of seeds respectively. So capital Y for yellow color, capital R for roundness of the seeds. Similarly, the homozygous pea plant with green wrinkled seeds contain the alleles small y and small r for the green color and wrinkledness of the seeds. So small y for green color, small r for wrinkledness of the seed. So a cross has been made between the two parent. One is yellow round, another one is a green wrinkled. So yellow round parent having a genotype capital Y, capital R. Green wrinkled parent having genotype small y, small r. The gametes produce, they receive half of the alleles. So the gametes having capital Y and capital R in case of yellow round parents. The green wrinkled parents having the gametes having allele small y, small r. So by combination of this allele we get the F1 hybrid having genotype capital Y, capital R, small r. So this F1 hybrid having a phenotype yellow round. So this yellow color dominates over the green color. Similarly, round form of the seed dominates over the wrinkledness of the seed. So in F1 hybrid we get yellow round seeds. So this is the dominance of yellow color over green color. Similarly, dominance of round form over wrinkled form of the seed. So due to this, in F1 hybrid we get yellow round phenotype. The gametes which are produced by capital Y, capital R and small y, small r plants are capital Y, capital R, small r types respectively. So for capital Y, capital R, the gametes are possessing allele capital Y, capital R. For small y, small r parents, the gametes having alleles small y, small r. When both the parents are crossed, the union of both types of gametes takes place to give the F1 hybrid. The F1 hybrid have been found to contain yellow round seeds showing the dominance of allele capital Y for yellow color over the recessive allele small y for green color, and the dominance of allele capital R for roundness over the recessive allele small r for wrinkledness of seeds. Now the F1 hybrids have four types of alleles, that is capital Y, capital R, small r. When the F1 hybrids are self, means the self pollination has been carried out. So here we write capital Y, capital R, small r crossed with capital Y, capital R, small r. So during gamete formation, what happen? After selfing of F1 hybrid, these 4 alleles may combine with the 4 combinations during gametogenesis. So what happen here? The allele Y may be associated with the allele R to give rise YR combination. Similarly, the allele Y may be associated with the allele R to give rise to capital Y small r combination. The allele small y may be associated with the allele capital R to give rise small y capital R combination. The allele small y may be associated with the allele small r to give rise small y small r combination. So thus 4 types of alleles are assorted independently to produce 4 types of gametes like capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, and small y, small r. So this has been shown in the figure. So after selfing, the gametes are produced during gametogenesis in such a way that we write the genotype of one parent in a separate form, capital Y, capital R, small r. Okay, this Y, capital Y may associate with the capital R. So the gamete possesses the allele capital Y, capital R. 4 possible combinations has been occurred here. This capital Y, it may associate with the small r. So the alleles produced are capital Y, small r. The combinations are capital Y, small r. This small y may associate with the capital R. So it get small y, capital R. Small y associate with the small r, it possesses small y, small r. So such 4 types of gametes has been produced by the each parents here after selfing of F1 hybrids. So the gametes possesses the allele capital Y, capital R, or capital Y, small r, or small y, capital R, or small y, small r. These 4 possible combinations has been occurred here during gamete formation. So here what we are going to do, the dihybrid cross to explain the law of independent assortment. So the parents are, you can write like this, parents are yellow round crossed with green wrinkled. The genotype is, here 2 characters has been considered, so we called it as a dihybrid cross, YYRR cross with small YYRR, green wrinkled. So this is the genotypes of the parents. Now the gametes possess both the alleles capital Y, capital R for yellow round parents, and for green wrinkled parents these are small y, small r. Okay, by the fusion of the gametes, the F1 hybrid form having a genotype capital Y, capital R, small r. So these 2 gametes has been combined in this way to produce the F1 hybrid having genotype capital Y, capital R, small r. The phenotype is yellow round. So from this phenotype we say that yellow color of the cotyledon dominates the green color. Similarly, round form of the seed dominates over the wrinkled form of the seed. So in F1 hybrid only dominant character get expressed. So we get yellow round seeds in F1 hybrid. When F1 is self capital Y, small I, capital R, small r cross with similar genotype, because we are doing the selfing. So what we get, 4 types of gametes in 4 combinations. So what are the combinations are here? Okay, so this genotype capital Y, capital R, small r we write in a separate manner. Okay, so this is for one parent. Now I am here again made it for another one parent. Okay. Now this y, it may associate with the r. So what we get, this y when may get associated with the r, capital Y may associate with the capital R, we get capital YR. Okay. Similarly, this capital Y, it may get associated with the small r, we get small y, small r. Now this small y, it may get associated with the capital R, we get capital R, small y, capital R. Similarly, this small y, it may get associated with the capital R, we get small y, small r. We also go for this allele also, but we get similar types of combinations. Capital Y R, it may get associated with the capital Y. We again get the capital Y, capital R. This capital R may get associated with the small y. We get the same combination, capital R, small y. Again, this small r, it may associate with the capital Y. We get the same combination, capital Y, small r. Similarly, small r, it may associate with the small y. We get the same combination. So here we made the combination by considering only first two alleles, capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small r. Similar types of gametes are here also produced, that is capital Y, small r, capital Y, capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small r, small y, capital R, small y, small r. Okay, so these are the gametes. Now these gametes are combined in a 16 different combinations. Here how many alleles are here? 4 types of alleles. These 4 and these 4, it makes the 16 combination. Now we are going to raise the F2 progeny or generation by using a checkerboard. So we draw a table that possesses all these 16 combinations. Okay, this one is the male side, below this it is the female side. The male side possesses the gamete having allele capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small r, small y, capital R, small y, small r. Similarly, these alleles were writing here, capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small r, small y, capital R, small y, small r. Okay, now we get the combinations. This capital YR combined with the another one capital YR, we get the genotype capital YY, capital RR. Okay, here capital YY, capital R, small r. Here capital Y, small r, capital R, capital R. Now here capital Y, capital R, small r. Now the combination of these two, capital Y, capital R, small r. Now the combination of these two, capital YY, small rr. Now the combination of this one with this, capital Y, capital R, small r. Now here the combination made by using these two, capital Y, small r, small r. Okay, so such type of combinations we are making here by the combining the alleles from male and female gametes here that has been formed after the selfing of F1 hybrids. Here we write capital Y, small y, capital R, capital R. Here capital Y, small y, capital R, small r. Now small yy, capital R, capital R, small yy, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, capital R, small r. The capital letters we write first. Capital Y, small rr. Here small yy, capital R, small r. Here all are small yy, rr. Okay, so these 16 different individuals has been formed in the F2 progeny. So these are the genotypes of the 16 individuals. Now we are going to make the phenotype. So capital Y, capital Y, capital R, capital R. These are yellow, round. Similarly, this one is also yellow, round. So why these are yellow round? Because this Y allele dominates over this. Y shows dominance of yellow color over green color. So we show this Y capital means it is dominant. This Y small means it is recessive. Okay, so the only dominant character get expressed. So here in the second genotype we get yellow round. In the third, here again yellow round. In this fourth also, here both are capital Y, capital R, so we get yellow round. Now here yellow round. Here is a different. Y is capital but the R is small means it is wrinkled. Here both are capital, yellow round. Here is yellow, Y is small means it is wrinkled. Here yellow round, again yellow round. Here is Y is small means it is green. R is capital means it is round. Now here Y is small, it is again green, round. Here both are capital, yellow round. Here is yellow wrinkled. Here is green. Why green? Because Y is small, green. R is capital, round. Here all are small, so we write green wrinkled. Okay, now these are the 16 different individuals are formed after the selfing of F1 hybrid. The gametes are made like this. This capital Y, capital R, we get capital Y R. Capital Y, small r, we get capital Y, small r. Now this one, small y, capital R, small y, small r. So these 4 different types of gametes has been formed in the one parent. Similar types of gametes are also formed by the other parent. Okay, now the combinations are we made on the checkerboard. Okay, so these are the 16 different combinations. So we get the F2 phenotypic ratio of 9 yellow round, 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. Now 3 are yellow wrinkled, 1 2 3 yellow wrinkled, then 3 are green round. So these are, where are these? This one is green round, this one is green round, and this one is green round. And the last one is the green wrinkled. So this is the F2 phenotypic ratio, 9:3:3:1. 9 yellow round, 3 yellow wrinkled, 3 green round, and 1 green wrinkled. So this 9:3:3:1 is a dihybrid ratio. So we are in the law of independent assortment, where the gametes are produced by the different combinations of the allele. Capital Y may be associated with the capital R, capital Y may be associated with the small r, small y may be associated with the capital R, small y may be associated with the small r. Okay, so 4 different combinations of the gametes we found here: capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, and small y, small r. Okay, so you can make the gametes in this way. Now, after the selfing of F1 hybrids, these 4 types of gametes of F1 hybrid unite at random in the process of fertilization. So we can produce 16 types of individuals in the F2 generation, that we seen in the checkerboard. Okay, so 16 different combinations are produced by multiplying 4 different types of gametes with the another one 4 different types of gametes. So we get 16 types of individuals in a random manner. Okay, now thus the 16 F2 individuals have the ratio of 9 yellow round, 3 yellow wrinkled, 3 green round, and 1 green wrinkled. These results have proved the law of independent assortment and showed that each pair of contrasting character behaves independently and bears no permanent association or relation with a particular character. If we see the parents, the parent having a combination of capital Y, capital Y, capital R, capital R. So this Y, capital Y, has been associated with the allele capital R in the parent, but it does not always remain associated with it. It is also associated with the allele small r. Similarly, in the green wrinkled seeds, the genotype is small y, small y, small y, small y, small r. This small y, it is not always associated with the small r. It also associated with the capital R also. Okay. Similar is the case. This capital Y is not always associated with the capital R. It may also associated with the small r also. So these alleles are assorted independently during gamete formation. So this is the law of independent assortment, and the inheritance of one allele, it is independent to the inheritance of the other allele, or one can say the inheritance of one character is independent to the inheritance of the other character. So this is the law of independent assortment. Okay, so here the parents are yellow round, green wrinkled, genotype is capital YYRR. The green wrinkled parents having genotype small YYRR. The gametes are capital Y, capital R, small y, small r. In F1 hybrid, what we get? Capital Y, small r, capital R, small r. The phenotype is yellow round. When this F1 is self, the 4 types of gametes has been produced: capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small r, small y, capital R, small y, small r. Similar is the case for the another one parent, because it is selfing, it is self-pollinated. Now we get the F2 generation in the 16 different combination. We get the 16 different individuals by the combination of these four different gametes. So these 4 gametes from the male parent, these 4 gametes from the female parent. So 4 into 4 we get 16 individuals like this: yellow round, yellow wrinkled, green round, green wrinkled, in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. So this is the law of independent assortment. The allele capital Y, it is not always associated with the capital R that we seen in the parent. It may associated with the small r also. Similarly, this capital Y R, it is also associated with the small y. So that we seen here, capital Y, small r, small y, capital R. These are the new combinations other than parent. The parental R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r. These are the two new combination. So these combinations are made during gamete formation because the alleles are assorted independently. The inheritance of one pair of character is independent to the other pair of characters. So this is the law of independent assortment. Thank you. Be safe. Stay home.